read to me the nameplate?
Judge Eboni K. Williams.
So the only thing that matters in this particular courtroom is how I see it. I am from North Carolina by way of Louisiana with some West Coast cool and a New York edge. Do we have a problem, ma'am?
No, I don't, Your Honor.
Equal justice is all about the most important values of our country: freedom, integrity, and those are the things that I'm striving for. Ma'am, you run your household, this man gets to run his. I decided to become an attorney and pursue the law. I wanted to be a voice for the voiceless. This court cannot hold this woman accountable. People from all sectors of life, black, white, purple, gay, straight, queer, and that's what equal justice with Judge Eboni K. Williams is all about.
Lorice Nelson claims her fiancé discovered she had a side hustle and called off their wedding. Andrew Masters says Miss Nelson was secretly making big bucks with a porn website. Mr. Masters is countersuing for $6,396.
Well, good day, ladies and gentlemen. I see I've got Lorice Nelson here as my plaintiff. Ms. Nelson, you are suing the defendant for $5,000. Then I see Mr. Andrew Masters here as my defendant. I see you've got a countersuit, sir, for $6,396. Okay, Ms. Nelson, I'll start with you. Why are we in court today?
Because Andrew called off the wedding. I spent $1,500 on my dress. I spent $3,500 on a non-refundable wedding venue. And I was trying to support our lifestyle because Andrew couldn't keep up his end of the bargain.
Woo, coming in hot. Okay, and how long did you two date? Give me the love story and then when it went wrong.
We didn't date for very long. Mr. Masters, he met me as an exotic dancer down at the Pretty Kitty. And
the Pretty Kitty?
Yes, that's where I worked at, ma'am.
Yeah, apparently it's a Pretty Kitty. Okay, go ahead.
And so I told him that I wanted to start flipping homes. That was my dream.
Great.
And so we went out to breakfast, we got acquainted, became friends, had a little, romantic rendezvous.
Well, I figured when you said y'all started with breakfast, that was coming off of the shift, right?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
I'm a little bit familiar. Okay, so you were coming off of your overnight shift, you two went to breakfast, and it was a love match.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it was.
Now, were you genuinely romantically interested in Mr. Masters, Ms. Nelson, or was this a transactional relationship where there was going to be some mutual business benefit for you?
I believed in him. He said that he wanted to take care of me. So, I wanted to be a homemaker and pursue my dream.
Okay, so he wanted you to stop working at the Pretty Kitty.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and how did you feel about that?
It was a little challenging, but I believed in him.
Did you ever quit the employment, ma'am?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I did.
At what point did this man ask you to be his wife?
It was only a few months after. He asked me in a text message, actually.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you have such text message for the court?
Yes, I do.
Okay, go ahead and give all your evidence, because I'm assuming you've got some receipts literally for this dress. And excellent. Let me take a look. Thank you, sir. Okay, let's see this. Lorice, I've been doing some serious thinking lately, and there's something I would like to discuss with you. You say, sure, babe, what's on your mind? He says, Lorice, you mean the world to me. I cannot imagine my life without you. Would you consider being my wife? And you said, Andrew, you're so sweet. I would love to be your wife. I want you to have everything you have dreamed of. I promise to take care of all of your living expenses and give you the wedding of your dreams. I mean, you talk about a man providing. It doesn't get much more providing than this, okay? So, with all of this looking so great, where did this possibly go wrong, ma'am?
Well, flipping houses was a little bit more than I bargained for. The house wasn't selling because of all the issues. And I did go back to what I did previously, but a little bit of a twist on it. I'm pretty sure, nowadays online, soliciting is very popular. So I had my own website where fans could subscribe. They can have requests, pictures, videos. And that's kind of the business venture that I got into.
Okay, so almost like a digital Pretty Kitty.
Correct.
Okay, I'm going to just go out on a limb and say Mr. Masters didn't like that.
Well, he signed into my computer and he read my emails, which was an invasion of privacy to me. He wasn't complaining, though, when I was paying bills and putting food on the table and providing for the household.
Oh, okay. So you're saying that the money from the digital version of Pretty Kitty, the new venture, was paying the bills at where you both resided?
Yes, ma'am.
Interesting. Okay, let me hear a little bit from you, Mr. Masters.
Well, Your Honor, when we went to breakfast, for instance, we just sort of connected. And when we connected, I just thought maybe we could date in the future, get to know each other a lot better, and maybe it could go in that direction.
And then I read this beautiful text message from you where you're saying, I want to take care of you, provide for your every wish and command almost. You know, you're paying
Right.
for the wedding and your household expenses is what I see you have offered, and she has graciously accepted. That's what we call a contract in the law. Okay, so then you say, babe, it's been stressful. My car broke down. I don't know what to do. And then he says, well, I don't want to see my baby stressed. How about this? I've got a little surprise for you. Meet me at the dealership. Now I'm looking at a lease agreement, Mr. Masters.
Yes.
Now notice it's saying Masters Big Texas Used Car. Is this your company?
Yes, Your Honor. I've
Okay.
owned that for quite a few years now. I built that up after my football career.
And then the last two items I have here to consider are what the plaintiff is asking me to consider. This is your wedding dress that you purchased for $1,500.
Yes, ma'am.
And this is $3,500 non-refundable deposit on the venue.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is going great. Now, she told me, sir, that you broke in, hacked into her computer, and you're seeing that she's picked up this additional income generator.
Well, first of all, Your Honor, in my defense, I do have to say I did not break into her computer.
Okay, well, how'd you get into the computer? So was it your computer?
I used her laptop. The porn thing was already on the computer. It was already logged in, and she had it up.
And what is your reaction, sir?
I want to take her out the club. I want to be able to take her to a restaurant and not have 5 guys say, "Ooh, I know more about your wife than I do."
Coming up on Equal Justice.
And in her usage, she is depreciating the value of the vehicle.
She's not only depreciating value, but she's technically stealing the car.
And later,
He did not do what we agreed upon.
She didn't even want me involved with the birthday party in the first place.
Okay, Mr. Barnum, I promise you we're going to get to your side.
if you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. This is Equal Justice. Equal Justice is back with the case of Lorice Nelson, who brought Andrew Masters to court over a canceled wedding.
I must assume, Mr. Masters, it is you that pulled the plug on the wedding. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, tell me how you let this woman know it was not going to go forward.
The wedding's off.
Wedding's off. Okay.
I'm not marrying you anymore.
Oh my gosh! Wow. Just because she returned to the line of work that you met her doing.
Because she lied.
Okay. So let me ask you this then, since we're telling the truth, right?
Right.
So, Mr. Masters, let me get to the bottom of it. You are asking for this countersuit of $6,396. You're saying that was for the car payment leases?
The 533 times 12, Your Honor.
Okay, so you don't want to pay for this lease at all anymore.
Your Honor, she was supposed to actually sign the paperwork as she agreed she would.
Mm-hmm.
She refuses to sign it. She's driving around in the car, bringing down its value.
And you're saying in her usage, she is depreciating the value of the vehicle.
She's not only depreciating value, but she's technically stealing the car.
Because I'm looking at a text message where you are graciously permitting her to use it. Is there a text message that you have for me where you are rescinding ownership or usage? Do you have that for the court? Go ahead and give my bailiff, sir, everything you do have. Because
Okay.
absent that, I see
Yeah,
permission
right
to
here.
use.
Yeah. There you go. Thank you, sir. Yeah.
I hate it went down like this. Y'all are two nice-looking people, but golly. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom. I don't know what you're talking about, Mr. Masters. It looks like you gave this beautiful young woman permission to use this card. I see a lease agreement. It is in, no, child, I see the leasee is Lorice Nelson. So she is a designated, legal, permissive user of this vehicle for the course of the duration of the lease, sir. And absent you showing me some physical, legal evidence of something to the contrary, I'm really torn on what to do with that part of it. But what I do believe is that y'all are not aligned in your values. I believe, sir, that like many men, specifically that frequent, we'll call them gentlemen clubs, exotic dance venues, the pretty kitty in this case, you perceive the women that dance at those places a certain way, right? And you enjoy them at a distance. But when you wanted to get more romantically involved, now we're projecting the judgment. Now it's only certain women do that type of work, now that she's your lady. And as such, you felt away when circumstances led her back to that work. And so all of the promise, ma'am, and I want you to understand this part, right? Because now that it's over between you and Mr. Masters and you're back in that work, you're gonna meet another one, okay? Because they like buses, child. They come twice, 3 times a day. Okay? So when you meet another one, okay, you need to get clear on the front end. How much of this is about you rescuing me? Because a lot of men have a rescue fantasy. I see a lot of ladies' heads nodding in the background. Okay, they want to save you from the perils of this world, even though those very perils are the means by which we provide for ourselves and our children. Hello, somebody. Okay, they want to save you from that under the condition that you submit, under the condition that you relinquish your ability to have power in your own right and have ownership and the ability to have financial power within yourself. You see what I'm saying? And they're not necessarily doing it in a malicious way, ma'am, but it's happening nonetheless. So when you had the audacity to go back into your fiscal power and earn money and bring money to the table, that disrupted the fantasy that Mr. Masters had. So now Captain Sava, you know what, has disappeared and left the building. Okay? So now you're on your own for the venue, for the dress, and he really wants you to be on your own for this car, but not in my courtroom today. So this is my judgment. I do rule in favor of the plaintiff. You do need to go ahead, sir, and figure out what to do with this car. I actually do rule to dismiss your counterclaim, sir. I'm going to start with that. You need to figure out what to do with this depreciated value of a car because Ms. Nelson has every right to drive it for the full term of the lease agreement, per your invitation. However, Ms. Nelson, I think it's very unfortunate that you have spent your hard-earned money on both a wedding dress and a venue that is non-refundable. But I do take this man at his word that his promise to marry you was conditional around his terms. It wasn't an unconditional promise to marry you. It was conditional on you dancing to his music. So I applaud you, ma'am, for stepping into your power and having your own terms be insisted upon. But it will cost you in this case because you only had a conditional promise of marriage from this man. So next time, just get real clear on the front end, ma'am, as to are you here for me or are you here for the fantasy? Therefore, I am dismissing the plaintiff's claim of $5,000, and I'm also dismissing the counterclaim for $6,396 from the defendant. That is my ruling.
All rise.
Judge Eboni has ruled. Both claims are dismissed.
Any final thoughts for each other?
I mean, all you had to do is just be honest. I wish, things worked out different, but it's a shame. It really is.
I'll send you a link to my website.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
He did not do what we agreed upon.
She didn't even want me involved with the birthday party in the first place.
Okay, Mr. Barnum, I promise you we're going to get to your side.
This is Equal Justice. Jennifer Shackleton claims her ex agreed to hire performers for their daughter's princess party, but he dropped the ball. Alfred Barnum says his baby mama didn't give him enough money, so he dressed up as a princess instead.
Okay, I see that I've got Miss Jennifer Shackleton here as my plaintiff, Mr. Alfred Barnum as my defendant. Miss Shackleton, why are we in court today?
Your Honor, I paid the father of my child $750 for her 5th birthday party to get a DJ and 2 princesses for her party, and he did not do that.
What exactly did you want her father to contribute to the special day?
I didn't necessarily want him to contribute. He insisted. When we were talking about the details, I'm just telling him when I'm thinking of doing it to make sure that he was there. He insisted that he wanted to be a part of it. He didn't have the funds to be a part of it in that sense, so I wanted him and our child to feel like he was an equal part of it, so told him that I would give him the money to book the DJ and the princesses.
Oh, so this is still your money?
Oh, yeah. That's why, yeah,
so
that's
we're
why
in court
here.
today because you gave him $750, and now you want him to reimburse you for it.
Yes, because he did not do what we agreed upon.
She didn't even want me involved with the birthday party in the first place.
Okay, Mr. Barnum, I promise you we're going to get to your side. Let me just get a couple more facts here and we'll get to you. So what did you want him to do in exchange for the $750, ma'am?
I wanted him to book a kid-friendly DJ, and I wanted him to hire about 3 princesses, 2 or 3 that could sing, that dress up and could sing.
So you thought for $750 you were going to get 3 actresses who could dress up and sing for your child's 5-year-old birthday party and a DJ?
I thought that it would work. I thought,
Okay. Let me get to you, sir. Before I do get to you, actually, ma'am, do you have some evidence to show the court where you spent this $750?
Yes, I do have the Cash App.
Okay, thank you.
Receipt.
Let me see, take a look here. Ooh, child.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
How many princesses is this supposed to be?
That was me. That was 3 in 1 right there.
Okay, I'll go. This is the trifecta of princesses.
Yeah.
This is Equal Justice. Equal Justice is back with a case of Jennifer Shackleton, who is fighting with Alfred Barnum over a birthday party gone bad.
You received this money, correct?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
And it was your understanding, sir, that you were supposed to do exactly what with this money?
Get a DJ and hire princesses.
How many princesses?
Supposed to have been 3.
Okay.
But I didn't know how expensive the princesses were. On top of that, they were all booked up. And I bought the princess uniform myself, and I wore that myself for my daughter. I love my daughter to death, and I'll do anything for my daughter.
So this is you, and
Yes.
you. How many princesses is this supposed to be?
That was me. That was 3 in 1 right there.
Okay, I'll go. This is the trifecta of princesses.
Yeah.
It's giving. You know, I gotta commend. I think it's giving.
I had to commit. It was for
Yeah.
my daughter. I'd do anything for my daughter.
Okay, now what about the DJ? Were you able to procure that?
My friend, he actually, is considered as a uncle to my daughter Lizzie.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of me paying him $1,500, I only had to give him $500.
Your Honor, we're talking about a strip club DJ, McNasty.
Okay, Ms. Shack. Okay, so did you spend the other money on this outfit?
I had to. Matter of fact, the outfit, I was even short. I had to add like at least $13 of my own money just to
You paid
to make
13
sure.
whole dollars. Oh Lord.
I mean,
what are we
that's
to do?
all I had at the moment.
Okay,
All
all right.
I was giving
Let me
effort.
go through these. Okay. Oh, y'all wearing me out. Okay, let me go through these text messages here to see this communication. She's not happy with you at this point, sir. She says, I knew it. I
never
knew
had.
you would disappoint me. I should have never trusted you with that money. You totally embarrassed me and yourself with your antics. You say, I wasn't embarrassed at all. Now, I believe that part. You say, Jen, respectfully, I don't care if you're upset because Lizzie loved it and we were here to celebrate her. You say, you know what? I'm done talking to you. Just send me back my money. You say, fat chance. So let's get to that. If your 5-year-old daughter was here today, did she have fun?
She seemed to have fun.
Okay.
Judge Eboni's verdict when equal justice returns. This is Equal Justice.
Now, I don't really know what you wanted this man to do with $750, ma'am. He can't even get half a DJ for $750. I know because I book these things all the time on behalf of my sorority, on behalf of nonprofit organizations I belong to. These are expensive times, ma'am.
Yes.
So the minute that you sent him that money on the app, that was you giving him permission to execute according to his plan. And that's what he did. Now, is that the way you would have done it? I hear you. It's not. But ultimately, I think that the mission was accomplished. I think your daughter had a great time. I think she's going to look back on these pictures and laugh, because I know I'm laughing at him right now. Elijah's laughing at him right now. And that's what's going to matter. You're going to see. I understand as a mother that you feel away. But the court doesn't care how you feel, ma'am. The court cares about how this little sweet girl feels. Ma'am, the court finds in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's case is dismissed. That's my ruling.
Judge Eboni has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim is dismissed.
You're a child.
You too
Like, this
controlling,
is
see?
exactly why we
wouldn't-
are not even together.
You wouldn't be so
This is
controlling.
what-
Things would be a lot easier, but this is what we go through.
Okay, you've had your day in court. Please follow me. Ladies first. Ladies first.
Princess.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.